how to forgive, and how to know you really have forgiven. Part 1 is reasons to forgive is to stop renting out space in your heart, mind, body, and soul to your past. Holding on to a grievance is like a tiny toxic roommate in your head. Every time you think of that thing they did to you, you pay rent in anger, hurt, or shame. Forgiveness kicks that roommate out. You're not saying what they do is okay. You're simply choosing not to give your mental real estate over to something that keeps you stuck. Okay, part 2 of reasons to forgive is to reclaim your emotional freedom. So important. Resentment is a heavy backpack we all carry everywhere. We carry it on dates, at work, when you're trying to be present with your kids or your friends. Letting go of grudges means unpacking that load. You get to feel lighter, more spontaneous, and less tethered to someone else's past behavior. The last step in the reasons to forgive is plant seeds for your own growth. When you forgive, you open up fertile ground inside yourself. Doesn't that sound great? Instead of replaying old wounds, you've got resources, time, energy, creativity freed up to invest in your own goals, relationships, and dreams. Not just a moral win, it's a practical power move for your life. The next part is huge. How to forgive. Everyone asks that question. So here's an action plan for you to follow. First, acknowledge the hurt without judgment. Oh, how hard is that? Give yourself permission to feel exactly what you feel. Feel your anger, your betrayal, your sadness, your confusion, without tacking on, I shouldn't feel this way, or I'm being too sensitive, aren't I? Write it out, speak it aloud, or talk it through with a trusted friend. Naming the pain unhooks its power over you. Remember that. Next step is reframe your story, like your inner director's cut, if you will. We have a habit of replaying, I know I do, the worst possible script, casting ourselves as victims and the other person as a villain. Pause that tape. Ask yourself, what might I be overlooking? What circumstances or blind spots were at play? Now, you're not making excuses for them. You're expanding your perspective so that the narrative has more dimensions than they hurt me, therefore I hate them forever. Boom. Right? The last step in this is make a conscious release. Find a ritual that feels right, like write a forgiveness letter you don't send. Those help me so much. Visualize handing that letter to that person by handing it to a tree or letting it blow and speak out, I forgive you and release this from my life. The key is a clear, intentional moment where you declare, I choose not to carry this anymore. It's life-changing. Finally, in this process, you must check how to know you've truly forgiven. I struggle with this so much. The first step is emotional neutrality. I struggle with that too. You can think about the person or situation without your blood pressure going up or your body flipping into fight or flight. There's no knot in your chest, no surge of anger or anxiety, just That's forgiveness, not indifference. The second step, no mental replays. Gosh, I'm so guilty of this. Old wounds don't hijack your brain anymore. You're not looping through every what if and every dramatic moment, making up conversations anymore. If the memory does pop up, you register it, maybe feel a twinge, then let it go like a cloud in the sky. Just let it go. The last step in this process is openness to future connection, if it's safe. Forgiveness means you could, if circumstances ever allowed, and you wanted to, share space with this person again, at least in your mind. without bracing for impact. You don't have to invite them over for coffee, but you know that you wouldn't have any trouble and you wouldn't have to armor up if you knew they were going to be at the same place that you were. That is true emotional freedom. Forgiveness isn't a one and done magic trick. It's a choice you make and reaffirm as you go. Some days you'll slip back into old patterns. That's normal. Just notice it, name it, and return to these steps. Over time, you'll find the weight of, why can't I let go of this, become smaller than the joy of, look at all this space I've freed up for living. Please remember all of this. If you have questions, please direct message me. Forgiveness, you got this.